World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup here on this Thursday morning, the 6th day of October, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. And Bob, you all right?
I'm here.
You're here, huh?
Yeah, still trying to get over the shock, but I'm here.
It was just such sad news.
It is. It's just a funeral Saturday, so I'm sure the place will be packed at 3 o'clock at Unity Church of God. So
I think visitation starts at 1
right,
for Jay Brinson, and then the funeral at 3 at Unity Church of God. Yeah, such a sad loss for Wayne County and for the family and for everyone, all the friends. Our thoughts and prayers goes out to the family.
It's just people still shaking their heads, just like we're dreaming, but it's reality, unfortunately. So
he came home, and I guess you said you went and saw him after he came home. I guess he was doing okay. And
well, that afternoon he seemed to be fine. He talked about how he thought the surgery went well, and he didn't have a lot of strength. He said his biggest event was to walk to the mailbox and get his mail that day. But he was trying to do what the doctor told him. Felt the surgery went well, and bragged about how Mallory was pregnant with their baby boy. He's going to be a coach again, so he was excited about that. And I went to that JV football game, and that night when I got home, Ken Perkins had texted me that had been sent back to the hospital. So
how long was he home?
I'm not sure when he got home. I said I think he was home that week, Monday, Tuesday.
About a few days, okay.
And I said the surgery was. I just talking to my friends, it's just frustrating. You can't go see him at the hospital. You can't go. This COVID thing is just driving me crazy. Funerals. I'm glad the funeral's going to be a normal funeral because I was afraid about
a year ago.
Yes, I was afraid about that. Can anybody but you can't go see people in a nursing home. You can't go. I mean, it's just frustrating.
It
really
frustrating.
is. And all I could think about was Kim down there. Like I said, if it was a normal time without COVID, she'd have 10, 15 people down there in the operating room or in the hospital, there to support her. But unfortunately, she was pretty much there by herself, because nobody else can get in. So it's just tough for families going through whatever they're going through this time. It's just not normal. Normally people would be there to help you, and they said go see you in the hospital. Yep. It's this COVID thing is just not a good thing. So, but fortunately, the funeral is going to be. Like I said, a packed house, I'm sure, at 3 o'clock Saturday. So I get to speak, which I'm honored to do that.
Yeah, I saw that you're going to be one of the speakers.
Yeah, she could have picked tons of. I mean, he's had so many friends to be selected to be one of the speakers. I really appreciate that. I said, I just love that guy. I said I watched him all the way through high school. Called him the toy cannon because he had so much power as a young kid. And I said, still laugh about that story. Like I said, everybody wanted him. One story people don't remember is Georgia Southern wanted him badly. And Jack Stallings was the famous coach at Georgia Southern, and Jimmy Sutherland was a Hall of Fame member of Georgia Southern. They set up one of those Georgia Southern events, and I think it was Sybil, so they were selling tickets, and it was going to be a big event. And they wanted Jay Brinson there because they wanted Jay Brinson to go to Georgia Southern. So Jimmy Sullivan, knowing me like he did, he called me and said, "Look, make sure Jay's there." I said, Mr. Shaw, I don't think he's coming. He said, well, he's got to be there because Stallings is coming. The only reason he's coming because he wants to sign Jay to go to Georgia Southern. I said, well, I'll go talk to him. So I went and talked to Jay, and Jay says, I'm not going. He said, I already committed to Jacksonville. He said, I'm not going to give those people false hope. Why go there and act like I'm going to go to Georgia Southern when I know where I'm going? So I called Jimmy Sullivan. I said, Mr. Sullivan, I hate to tell you, but he's not going to be there. He said, why not? I said, well, he said he's already committed to somewhere else. He said he doesn't want to give those people false hope. And Jimmy Sullivan paused. He says, my gosh, that's integrity right there. He said, I can't believe the kid would do that. I thought he for sure. So yeah, then he went to Jacksonville. Like I said, he got down there and just it just wasn't a fit for him. Didn't like it. Came on home and he was just hanging around. And Jimmy and Robert knew that Robert Sapp, Middle of Georgia, where Bobby Lamb was playing, wanted him. He was one of those coaches wanted him too. So they called him up and said, look, you got to come get Jay. He's available. He's just sitting around looking for a new home, a new place to play. And Sapp was one of those prideful coaches. No, he didn't sign with us early. And we And they said, no, come on, what's it going to take you to get there? He loved those coconut pies. He says, well, what about those coconut pies? And Jimmy Ann says, well, how many you want? He says, I don't know how many. She said, I'll get you 5 or 6. I can't remember the stuff. So he came to get
key lime or coconut?
It was coconut.
Coconut pies from Key.
He came and got the 6 coconut pies, and Jay Brinson and took them to Middle Georgia. So
it's amazing how food will motivate people. Food and money.
He just wanted those pies, but he wanted Jay Brents because Jay Brents was a very talented baseball player.
And he played well there.
He had a great career at Middle Georgia. Then he got done at Middle Georgia, went back to Georgia Southern, worked and got his degree in education. And got out of school. Coach Connor that's a great story too. Coach Connor, he went and got a bunch of young coaches. He got Craig Davis and DJ Curbo and Matt Moody and Paul Glass and Jay Brinson. They were all Tim Horn, and they all came. They worked under Coach Connor. They all got their first teaching position, their first coaching position. They all became great friends, still friends to this day. And like I said, he was always grateful that Coach Connor gave him that opportunity.
Yeah, I think Jay started with just coaching there in the teaching in '93, and then became head baseball coach in '97.
Baseball coach, and like I said, won major region titles, and everybody that played for him loved playing for him. But I feel blessed. I called every game he played as a player, and I called every game that he coached as a coach at Wayne County High School. So right. But we just became great friends, and it's just a tough loss, but a lot of his friends are feeling the same thing. So I said it's just hard to believe he's gone. But
and just a young 51 years old.
Yeah, just like I said, my heart breaks for Kim and JT and Mallory. Like I said, he was so excited about it. I still remember the wedding. I mean, Mallory just got married this past summer. That was just a great event. And I still remember him and Mallory choreographed that father-daughter dance.
Oh, they did.
It was just a classic. I mean, it was just so entertaining. And everybody had such a great time at the wedding. So, I mean, it was just every time you were around Jay, it was just fun. That's what I remember. It didn't matter if it was at the beach at Fernandina or his backyard. He liked to cook on his grill. He always bragged about how he's one of the best cooks. So he'd always throw meat on the grill and always call and say, "Come get it." It's just a tough loss. Like I say, just a great guy.
Okay. Well, we do have a guest in the studio with us this morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Who do we have, Bob?
We got Molly Hall, or City Hall. A lot going on. The Scarecrows Among Us contest gets underway tomorrow, but she's got some other events as well. So always good to find out what's going on with the DDA.
That's right. Thank y'all for having me this morning. Yes, I do want to send my condolences to the Brinson family. That's definitely a loss to our community and tragic news to hear. But we are here to talk about DDA, and
that's the Downtown Development Authority, just in case folks don't know.
That's right, Jessup Downtown Development Authority. So we, of course, do have scarecrows going up soon. We the application period ended last Friday, and we ended up with 33 entries, and they will be going up. They can put them up anywhere between this coming Friday, so tomorrow, and next Thursday, the 14th. So.
And then they'll be judged to win.
They will be judged the following day, next Friday.
Okay.
So, yep.
The winners here on our show, right?
We will announce the winners after the end of the contest.
Right,
yep.
We'll do it that.
Yep.
I think it was November 1st, right?
November 1st.
Okay.
So we'll come on here and announce the winners on the 1st. But we like to do the judging in the beginning because
that's when they look their best.
Right. That's when they look the best after the weather hits them for, a couple of weeks, and they do weather. So we always judge in the beginning, and then we'll put up the People's Choice photos and everything as well. So,
okay.
But we are gearing up to start our First Friday series again. We are going to have a First Friday event on the first Friday in November. So that's Friday, November 5th. And we're going to have a food truck night and nonprofit night. So Food Truck Friday and nonprofit night. So we're going to have 3 food trucks come in, 3 food trucks and 1 dessert truck. So we've got Renowned Food Truck, Bayou Cafe, British Pie Society, and Kona Ice all going to be there. They will be parked in the city parking lot on the corner of Cherry and Southwest Broad Street, right there across from the Ingleside building where the brewery is going to be, where Cafe Euro used to be. So that city parking lot will have the food trucks parked there, and then we're going to have nonprofit set up throughout downtown, and so far we've got Fairhaven, Safe Harbor, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, Tri-County Tri-County CASA, Wayne County Arts Council, and Partners in Education. So we're encouraging all of the nonprofits to do some type of activity or game, so it'll be interactive. They'll also have information about their organizations that they'll be passing out. So we hope that that everybody will come out and support those nonprofits. Will also be encouraging the downtown businesses to be open. So hopefully we'll have some of those open. People can do shopping if they'd like. So we're excited about this event where, it's been a while. We have been hesitant to host events because of the current health situation. We've had to postpone and cancel a lot of things, and so we're excited to get back started having events downtown again and encouraging people to come downtown.
And this first Friday event's going to be when?
Friday, November 5th, and that's from 5 to 8 p.m.
Okay. Still plenty of time to get it organized and promoted, and hopefully a lot of folks will be there.
I hope so. I hope people will come out and support it. We are still taking, for like another week, we're still taking applications for the nonprofits. If there's any nonprofits out there that aren't participating so far and would like to, they can reach out to me at City Hall, 427-1313, and we'd love to have them participate. We do have, our downtown restaurants will be open as well. So, if there's overflow from the food trucks or they don't want what the food truck's offering, those downtown restaurants will be open as well. So,
okay, sounds good. And so the 33 scarecrows that are going up for Scarecrows Among Us, so they'll be all through the downtown area?
They will. The majority of them will be down Cherry Street, but we'll also have some down Northwest Broad by the depot and on South Macon as well. So
okay.
Yep.
Good. So they will go up this weekend?
They will. They can pick up, everyone who registered for a Scarecrow can pick up their entry number and sign and a map of where their location will be at the City Hall tomorrow, Friday, from 9 to 4. So we will give them that. They can start setting up this weekend, or they can wait till closer to Thursday, but they have to be up by Thursday the 14th.
Because they're going to be judged on Friday.
That's right.
Okay. Scarecrows Among Us. Look forward to seeing those creative scarecrows. I mean, it's just amazing how creative folks are and how good looking these scarecrows are.
They are. Everybody does a fabulous job with the scarecrows every year. It's always exciting to ride around or walk around downtown and see what everybody's come up with, and you would be surprised at all the work that it actually goes into each one of those scarecrows. They are. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not. The winner, what do they receive?
They receive a cash prize. So we take each year. We don't. It's not really a money maker. It's not intended to be a money maker for DDA or Kiwanis. But what we do is take the money that's collected through entry fees and we divide that back out to for all the categories and give cash prizes to the winner. So.
Sounds good. Look forward to seeing them up soon in downtown Jessup.
Yes, me too.
And then the first Friday event coming up on the first Friday in November with the food trucks and other events going on. And look forward to having you back on and talking about that in a couple of weeks to promote the downtown area.
Definitely. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Bob, anything else for Molly this morning?
We just mentioned Tuesday night they announced trick-or-treating Saturday, October 30th, 6 to 8, right? That's their recommended time.
They did. There was a lot of misinformation floating around out there about trick-or-treating. First of all, the city does not regulate trick-or-treating. Everyone is free to trick-or-treat whenever and however they choose. But the city council does typically issue a recommendation on the hours for the city of Jessup, and that will be Saturday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Bob and I have talked about this before. Halloween is the 31st. That's when they always trick or treat, except when it's on a Sunday.
Yep.
And when it's on a Sunday, everybody changes it to Saturday.
That's right.
Because you don't want people trick or treating on church day. And so,
yes, sir.
in a lot, especially in the South and in smaller communities, they trick or treat on Saturday. And in Jessup, in the Wayne County area, it'll be on Saturday the 30th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the 30th.
Yes, sir.
Now, next year, when Halloween will be on the Monday, then you'll go back to the 31st for the next 6 years, I guess.
Yes, sir. That's right. I know there's a lot of people out there that are unhappy about it falling on Georgia, Florida, but we don't set Georgia's schedule, so you can blame the University of Georgia for that.
Yep. Can't help that. At least they're not starting until 6. So
yes.
The game will be really into it by then. All right. Sounds good, Molly. We look forward to having you back on soon to talk about the upcoming first Friday in November, and then in November also talk about the winners of the Scarecrows Among Us contest.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. We'll be back with more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. World famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Thursday morning, the 7th day of October. And Bob, what a one-game shootout yesterday in baseball. I mean, that was something else.
It was a good ball game. Wainwright pitched good. Scherzer pitched well. The Dodgers won in the end, but the Dodgers payroll is a lot more than St. Louis's payroll. So
a lot more.
It's fun to listen to the AM 1370 guys talk about why was it so close. But it was a good ball game. But now the American League playoffs and National League playoffs are set. So 2 games today in the American League. So then National League kicks in tomorrow. So best 3 out of 5 in the first round. Second round is 4 out of 7. And the World Series is 4 out of 7. So baseball playoffs underway. It's a great time. A lot going on. Football, college football, pro football, baseball playoffs. So a lot happening.
A lot happening. Then you got all the fall events going on also. So busy time.
Nice to hear. Like I said, I don't know if you heard the interview with Coach Cribb, talking about the reclassification. We're definitely going to be moving down, which is good news to get out of this crazy 5A region with the Warner Robins and the Warriors and the Coffees football team. So we won't have to deal with them after this year. So
that is good news to go back.
Go back. I say you always want numbers against numbers. I mean, Jay Brinson was a big component of that. Talking about how it's you want to make it even playing field. You can't compete when you got 2. They got 1,000 more students. That's a lot more to choose from than what you've got. So it's good to see us getting back to 4A. So I say it's still frustrating. Last year, over there 2 years ago when we appealed twice and they just it all fell on deaf ears. I mean, we tried to to get out of it, but not once but twice, and both times GHSA said, "Nah, you were stuck in this region." So, but fortunately, they're going to reclassify and should get the numbers and the classification in the next month to where it should be lock, stock, and barrel, where Wayne County's going to be locked in.
See what teams will be playing next season.
But as Coach Cribb mentioned, it looks like it's going to be a Savannah region with teams like New Hampstead, the Islands.
Been a while since we've been in Savannah region.
It's been a while. A long time ago, we used to go to Savannah all the time. Only thing I'm concerned, my memory serves me right. Besides Benedictine, you're not going to get a crowd. So that's why he said, what games are you going to get in non-region? He said he's going to keep the Appleton County, Pierce County rivalry because those are good games. And he talked about some other schools' possibility. But so because and that's the thing about playing Savannah schools, But I know that New Hampstead's starting to get a pretty good program, so they getting decent crowds. But in the islands, but when you get the beaches and the groves and things like that,
not much
I remember going down there. There's hardly anybody down there.
Yeah, they have more game. They have more people at basketball games than they do football games.
We make that joke all the time. They don't play football in Savannah. They play basketball.
Except at BC.
They definitely don't play baseball down there either.
And especially not baseball.
Except for Benedictine. They got a good baseball, but everybody else.
Yes, sir. You want to see some of the best basketball, go to Savannah.
I still remember those old days going down there to Daffin Park with no lights and playing beach and coach sitting there. I hope I get 8.
I hope 8 players.
I know I'm not getting 9, but we can play with 8. I need 2 more to show up in the next 15 minutes. What's the deal? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. That was about 20 years ago, Bob. Maybe things have gotten a little better.
Maybe things have changed.
Yeah.
Those were some crazy times. I said, but when you went down to play basketball, the gymnasium was packed, and they had a heck of a basketball team.
Yep.
But it's good to see us getting out of this 5A and moving back to 4. So
that'll be good.
It'll be good to see how it all lines up.
We'll see what teams will be our region opponents for next year. I guess they'll decide sometime in the winter or something like that.
Well, they said that they should know something next month.
Oh, next month. Yeah, good. Know soon, so we can start making those plans.
Right. So those decisions got to be made quickly. So.
All right, homecoming parade this afternoon. When's that?
5:00, which is good. Like I said, didn't have one last year due to the pandemic, but it's going to be nice to see all those young ladies and their escorts and those fine vehicles driving down Cherry Street.
Weather should be better today. I know it doesn't look very good out there right now because it's very foggy. Just keep those headlights on low beam and watch for those cars coming out from the side roads. They might not be able to see you. But it's supposed to be partly sunny today. We're going to have more sun today than they have projected, so should have a little bit more sun today.
Cheerleaders will be in the parade, ROTC, the high school band, so it's always a good event. Always draws a good crowd.
Yeah, it starts on Bay Street where the fire station is, and then it turn left on First Street?
I got the parade right here.
Yeah, I think it turns on First Street there off of Bay Street. There's a lot of room there on Bay Street to line up, and that's usually where they line up there. You're not blocking downtown traffic or anything in the afternoon, so as long as I can remember, homecoming parade's always lined up there along Bay Street, the fire department.
It begins at Bay Street, then turns left onto First Street, then turns right onto Cherry Street, then right onto Broad Street.
Yeah, Broad Street.
And then ends at back at the fire station.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where it goes.
Yep.
And then homecoming tomorrow night against Veterans.
Right.
And hopefully the weather will hold up. I know it's calling for an 80% chance of showers tomorrow, but 60% tomorrow night. So hopefully by the time the events begin tomorrow night, most of that will be moved out. And the weekend's supposed to look real good. And so the golf tournament this weekend should have good weather on Saturday.
Looking forward to that event. Always a fun event. J.D. Paul Memorial Scholarship for a good cause for that scholarship at the end of the year. So it's always a big event. Looking forward to it. I got my team ready to go, so we're excited.
Got your team ready to go, huh? Got them hand-picked, Bob, huh?
I got a good team.
All right. That's what you do. Surround yourself with good players.
That's what I tell people. I may not play golf, but I know how to pick a golfer.
We do want to let folks know that, we are we're your Braves radio station for Southeast Georgia, have been for the last 51 years. But because of football tomorrow night with Wayne County and Georgia Southern on Saturday, the Braves games will be on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM Fox Sports Radio. So when you don't hear the Braves on 105.5 FM, just tune your radio over to AM dial to AM 1370 and the Braves will be there. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a lot of the playoff games here on 105.5 FM, but if not, it'll be on AM 1370. But we'll have them on for you. Your Braves station for Southeast Georgia.
Go Braves.
Go Braves. Taking on Milwaukee. They start up there in Milwaukee, right?
Right. The first 2 games are Milwaukee, then they take a day off, and then the next 2 are in Atlanta. It goes to a 5th game. It goes back to Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays games on 105.5 FM, and tomorrow's and Saturdays on AM 1370 Fox Sports Radio WLOP. Well, Bob, anything else on your mind this morning?
That's going to do. Looking forward to the parade. Like I said, it's 5 o'clock. People have been asking what time the parade begins.
It is at 5.
It's at 5 p.m. Yep.
Okay. All right. Take care. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, brought to you by Country Financial, O'Quinn & Associates, by Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.